What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Still the holiday season, so and the old holiday eggnog. And want to give a shout out to my very first subscriber, Jason. Thank you, appreciate that. So we'll still be in the holiday season. We're still doing, the horror movies, the Christmas horror movies, and everything. And this one, we're going to be talking about Black Christmas. 1974. It was directed by Bob Clark, who also directed the 1983 family favorite, The Christmas Story, with the kid with the Red Ryder action BB gun who nearly shoots his eye out. Yeah, that one. So it's kind of cool. He goes from holiday horror to holiday family favorite. Pretty nice. I like that. So, like with all my videos, I'm going to introduce the trailer so you guys can, get a whole aspect of the film. That way, you guys aren't going into the movie blind. The trailer is actually pretty long. It's over 4 minutes, and versus trailers that are, I would say, like 2.5 minutes nowadays. So enjoy.
A high school girl's been murdered. Mr. Harrison's daughter is missing. And now at the house where she lives, the other girls are getting obscene phone calls.
Yeah, what I've done is I've tapped this phone so that when it rings, it'll ring at the station house, too.
There was a little girl murdered over in the park tonight.
Yes, I heard.
Your phone's ringing. Hello?
Hey, Mommy. There's the baby. Baby, all right, Mommy.
Hello? Who's there?
I know you're there, now, baby. You answer me, it's bad. Mommy. Come here.
Where's Agnes?
You won't.
Why are you doing this?
This is Graham. It's Group 140, Terminal 55.
Remember those idyllic scenes out of your childhood? Crisp winter nights, star bright, Sleigh bells, crackling Yule logs, candlelight glistening off of shimmering Christmas trees, chestnuts roasting over open fires, carolers beneath snow-covered window ledges. Remember those. Remember them well. After Black Christmas, they'll never be the same again. Black Christmas, starring Olivia Hussey, Keir Dullea, Margot Kidder, and starring John Saxon as Lieutenant Fuller. If this movie doesn't make your skin crawl, it's on too tight.
So what did you guys think? Do you guys like it? I mean, it's a pretty quick 4 minutes. And yeah, it's like double the time of most trailers, how, you know, they're like 2 minutes nowadays. But still, I mean, it wasn't really that bad of a preview. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of jump scares. And, I mean, with jump scares nowadays, it's like it's mostly like provoked by music rather than sound. So, I mean, really doesn't really seem all that bad. And then, I actually saw this movie like maybe a couple of days ago, and it's actually a pretty decent movie for being, you know, back in the 1970s. So, my whole thing is like, so the first victim, you know, she gets suffocated and everything, and she gets, you know, taken up to the attic, and then, but yet she was supposed to travel to go meet her father, but yet her father comes to the house to see her, and like, I guess it's just like a poor planning thing, I guess you would call it, because I mean, she's upstairs rotting in the attic, and you know, he's worried, and nobody really goes to like check on her. Nobody like really searches the house, so it's kind of like, it's, you know, it's kind of like poor planning, I guess you would call it. So, and then like the cinematography is actually pretty good, like especially when the killer, you know, exposes himself more towards the end, and he comes downstairs to try and kill Jess, and like the lighting and the cinematography is actually pretty good of hiding his face, about hiding who he is, like physically. And I think one thing that really like kind of like upset me the most about this movie was there was no backstory to the killer. And I think that's what really offset me the most about this film, is that you knew nothing about him. I guess that makes it more creepy for some people, because, you know, it's like a mysterious thing. And, I mean, some people find that kind of cool. Some people actually just want closure on pretty much any character, or every character. So, it's just like, you know, who is this killer? You know, what's his background? You know, why is he in the house? And, like, and also, like, this dude makes a lot of noise upstairs in the attic. He makes a lot of noise because he has fits, he has temper tantrums, and he's just like knocking shit over and like. Nobody goes upstairs to like investigate. Nobody's like, hey, what the fuck is that sound? Nobody goes upstairs. I mean, come on. Like, go investigate, I guess. So, I mean, I guess some of the little small little plots like that just don't make sense. But I mean, overall, it's a pretty good movie. I would recommend somebody to watch it. So, I mean, and then, of course, in 2006, Glenn Morgan. He was a director of the 2006 Black Christmas. He was more of a producer rather than a director. He only directed like Black Christmas, Wilbur, and like a couple episodes of the X-Files. And you know, this 2006 remake was actually pretty good. I would actually recommend this movie very highly. So the trailer, you know, it's like 2 minutes, you know, like normal time. So, and this movie actually stars Michelle Trachtenberg. It also stars the teacher from Final Destination. So, check it out.
"15 years ago, on Christmas Eve, his family became his victims.
What have you done?
Now,
All roads and airports are officially closed. This one is not gonna let up.
a group of college friends
That sucks. Everyone should be home for Christmas.
are about to discover
Lauren, we're opening up presents.
Why don't you open the present we got you?
their house
I got it.
is his home.
All is calm, all is bright. Who is in my house tonight?
Don't you have lots of toys to deliver to good little boys and girls?
You really shouldn't provoke somebody like that.
And on December 25th,
You're definitely getting punked.
Is that Santa's reindeer?
all he wants for Christmas
Is Megan in her room?
is a new family he can treat like his very own.
You're my family now.
Black Christmas.
So, what do you guys think? You like the original better, or you like the remake better? I was actually looking at the comments for the remake trailer, and a lot of people, it was a cross between the two. Some people like the original, some people like the remake. Personally, I like this remake because, first thing right off the bat, there was a backstory to the villain. He had a family that he killed on Christmas Eve, and he didn't live up in the attic like he did in the original. He was found in a mental institution, and he escapes from there, and then he goes back to the sorority house where his family originally lived before the sorority took it over. So there you go. There's like a backstory right there. There's some closure for the people that actually want it. Some people don't want it, some people do. I mean, really it all depends on who you are. So, I actually do like this movie. It's actually really good. Yeah, they say like, don't fuck with the original. The remake was better. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below, and we'll just talk about it. So, I mean, the cinematography and like everything like that in the movie was actually pretty good for the remake. Like it just went more like beyond the house, and it went into like, into the hospital, and even the flashbacks. The flashbacks of Billy were actually really good, like how his mom was, how his dad was, and how he was a Marine, and how his stepdad was, and really it's like a borderline, like almost a disturbing film, because, Billy's stepdad, can't really perform, so, the mom goes elsewhere to Billy and, gets her, gratification, and, there you go, you got some new characters to be introduced, and that's, where Agnes comes from, that inbred bitch. So, I mean, it's a new twist, to this remake and everything, and I really enjoyed it. I like, how it went a different direction, and, I really enjoyed this movie. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys like the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe, and hit the bell too next to the subscribe button, and that way you guys get notifications of any new videos. I got more stuff coming out later on this month, and I'll see you guys next time.